Amy Brucker here, and welcome to my office. I'm going to show you in this video how to create your own idea journal, because after I created the video from last week on showing you how to use my planning guide, some of you requested that I show you more about my idea journal. And it's such an incredibly simple process, but it has helped tremendously to keep all of my ideas in one place, so that I don't forget them. It's so easy to store them on a computer and forget about them, to even go so far as to work on them and create pages and pages of text and forget you had the idea. Or I should say, easy for me to forget I had the idea. So what I want to show you is the methods that don't work very well. Have you ever had this way of keeping track of your ideas? Now, these could be ideas for anything. Programs, services, products you want to create, people you want to contact. Does this work for you? Keeping things on napkins and envelopes. I even have this great little box full of little pieces of paper, and I just stick them away on my shelf. Right? But what I discovered is that when I do silly things like that, then I forget that I had those ideas. And so I created an idea journal for myself. Now, it's really basic. It's simply a 3-ring notebook with a 2-inch spine, and it's full, and I keep it to the left of my keyboard so that I at all times have access to the ideas that I'm working on. Now, I may not be actively working on these ideas, but they are there so that when I am finished working on the project I'm working on at the moment, I have everything that I've been thinking about doing and planning on doing right here. I tend to have a lot of creative ideas. I don't have ADD, but I do have so many ideas that I forget what I'm working on. And this is my way of organizing them so that I can stay focused. Now, you can tell that I love to be creative. You can easily buy file folders for yourself from an office supply store, but I happen to make my own because I want to have more flexibility. But in this journal, I simply keep a hard copy of all the documents that I've been working on, and I actually have documents that are about 2 years old that I just found on my computer I completely forgot that I created. And so in here, I have a calendar, a timeline for myself of when I want to actually launch these, maybe they're free ebook or it might be a program, when I want to actually open it up to the public. I also have in here my Grow Your Life Work guidebook that I've been working on and talking about, and I want to show you something else. I also keep in my idea journal, let's see if I can get a really good picture of this here, an outline of every chapter I want to write, and then 4 topics for every chapter, so that when I sit down to write, all I have to do is open up my idea journal and everything is really right there. I have all of the ideas and I just go right down the list and I start writing. I mean, this is a thing I've been thinking about writing for probably 5 years. Maybe not quite that long, but close. So I also have in here 25 lessons from Ireland. I have something I really want to show you is a survey results. Sometime last year, I created a survey for my e-zine readers and asked them what it was that they needed to grow their private practices, their small businesses. And since I specialize in helping people grow their life work, I asked them specific questions about, what do you need for marketing purposes? What do you need to feel confident so that you can share your message with the world? And I have this great survey. So I created a report from it. It's some 50 pages long, I think. And I simply put it in my notebook, so that when I have to write an article or when I want to look more deeply into the products that I'm creating or the services I want to offer, I can just go back and read what everybody has written about what they want. And you can see I even underlined certain things. And it's been really helpful to have this easily accessible. I don't have to open up my computer and find it. It's right next to where I'm working. All the ideas of the things that people need from me. I also have ideas about programs I want to create, like I'm going to create a program on how to have your own e-zine so that you can do exactly what I do. And I have detailed ideas of how I'm going to make those programs work. So I also have in here the planning guides from previous weeks with all the things that I've done, which I showed you last week in the video if you watched that. Now I want to show you one more kind of idea journal that I have, and it's this one. It's very simple. It's a spiral notebook, but it is specifically for the things that I'm working on right now, the notes I've taken from books I've read, dreams I've had, everything that's going on in my life right now. So the reason I have this one is because I like to be able to write in a journal. The other one's a little bit harder for writing in a journal, but if I have an idea for an article, I might put it in here, how to serve without being a servant. Now I don't even remember having that idea for this article. So when I had the idea, I just took time to write down the notes that I had. I don't even know what it says. I'll have to go back later and read it. Now here's another article idea about planning a project. I've already written this article. And so you can see that I just have notes in here. This is the notes I have for another program I'm creating. It's a DreamWork website. That's kind of a top secret. You'll learn about that later. Here's a dream I had yesterday that I just recorded in here, and I also recorded the notes. So you can see I drew a little picture of my dream, and then ideas about what it might be about. And it's really relevant to what my life is doing right now. And so I wanted to have that all in my idea journal. And then I also have that little page. So you can see that keeping just a little spiral notebook, I have this pen sketchers notebook because I use a lot of marker, and the marker doesn't bleed through the paper. It's very thick, heavy paper, and so is this. It's bristle paper. It's inexpensive. You can buy it at Michael's, but it's a great way to have an idea journal with all your ideas in one place. Just keep it right next to your desk while you're working, and you'll never be without an idea again, and you will never lose those great ideas that you have. This way, you can keep them all in one place, and you can take all of those divine inspirations and actually turn them into something of value that you can offer your community. So I hope that you create your own idea journal, take a 3-ring notebook, fill it with your ideas, and then go and grow somewhere great. Until next time, have a great day.